Okay, I'm here putting a tire on my buddy, his new Z900, and I want to show you something about tires and how they wear in countries that drive on the right side of the road. Alright, and another thing about tires I will show you. If you look at this tire, look at the left side of the right side of the tire. Still has some tread left, some depth to it. And look at the right side. It's as bald as a cue ball almost. Okay, see the difference? That's because roads in countries that drive on the right side wear the tires out on the left side first because of the crown of the road. When you're going straight down the road like this, the road is tilted like this. So you're riding on this part of the tire at all times on roads that a civil engineer was in charge of seeing that the road was installed correctly. Okay, now I'll show you something else. This tire came with 120/70 ZR17. What does that mean? 120 millimeters wide. It's a 70 series tire, which means it is 70% as high as it is wide. So that means it's a lower sidewall profile. It's only 70% as high as it is wide. All right, ZR17W. All right, it's a radial. I don't know why this has a Z in it. Let's see if this is the speed rating. Speed rating. Speed ratings are for, they show what the tire was tested at, what speed on a machine with a load on it and spinning the tire at that speed for a certain amount of time so that it would qualify for that speed rating. Okay, now this bike has 3,500 miles on it, and look how worn the tire is. That's because the higher speed rating tires, I think, come with a softer tread, softer rubber, and tread does not give you traction, zero traction. All tread does is give water a place to escape from being trapped between the tire and the road, causing you to hydroplane. When you buy a tire with a high speed rating, like a Z or a V or a W or a U, I think the W and the U speed rating is up to 186 miles an hour. Okay, great. That tire is going to be of a rubber compound that the road can grip, can dig into. Tires don't dig into the road. The road digs into the tire. Okay, when you have a higher speed rating like W or Z or V, okay, you have a tire that was tested and it can withstand the centrifugal forces spinning at that speed, because at that speed, did you ever see a dragster when they do a burnout to warm up the tires? The tires grow. They grow about 2 or 3 inches. The dragster goes up in the air doing a burnout. Okay, that's centrifugal force that does that. Well, centrifugal force does that to motorcycle tires too, and especially on a bike capable of high speeds that require a high speed rated tire. There's 3 things. The tire has less depth to the tread, about half the depth of tread. All right, and let me get a tool to measure how much tread depth this has. This tire has 3.5 millimeters of tread depth. 3.5. Let's measure the tread depth on my Venture tire that has 3,000 miles on it. Four millimeters. They were new with 7 millimeters of tread depth. Okay, that's a rear tire though. But here's what I'm getting at. A tire, the whole thing they want to avoid is the tire distorting from centrifugal force, making the tire grow, causing the sidewall to overheat. So they accomplish that by giving it less mass, less of a tread, less rubber here to pull on the carcass to make it distort and overheat. Okay, so when you buy a high speed rated tire, you're getting less tread depth and you're getting a much stiffer tire, a very harsh ride. Not very harsh, just that tire is not very flexible. They are a job to try to get them on the rim a lot of times. And you're paying more money for this tire. This tire probably costs $20 or $40 or even $50 more than a tire that was rated at, say, H-rated tire, which is rated to safely operate at, I think it's 112 miles an hour, fully loaded for whatever the length of time they test them at. So when you buy high speed rated tires, you're getting less tread life, and it's emptying your wallet out a little more. Now if you don't drive over 115 miles an hour all day or most of the time, if you can find a tire that is the size that you require and has the load capacity that you require, like you could probably find this 120/70 ZR17 tire maybe in an H-rated tire with an H rating. This has a W rating. I'm pretty sure that's what that W means. Well, if you can do that, you'll get almost twice the tread depth and you'll pay maybe $20, $40, $50 less for the tire. It'll last you longer. So there's a trade-off, there's a compromise when you go for tires that have the higher speed ratings. Because as you can see, at 3,500 miles, this tire is cooked. Nothing like the feel of a fresh set of tires. But anyway, I just wanted to point out that they wear out on the left first, as you can see, because of the crown of the road. Why is the road curved as you're going straight down the road? It's curved like this. Why is it like that? For water drainage. All right, I hope you got that. See you later.